God so loved the world. This is his invention. He foresaw from all eternity that this world could be if the word fiat came from the bosom of the Trinity. Let it be. Objections have been made that if there was the slightest possibility that human beings could be lost, as about a third of the angelic forces were, then would not the wisdom of God have done better not to invent the world and all that it contained? St. Thomas Aquinas argues that existence is better than non-existence, and therefore the very offer of life to a human being is a gift, gratuitous and noble, and it's not the fault of the Creator if that gift is thrown back and badly abused. We see in the Passion, especially if one looks at the details of it as portrayed by Mel Gibson, how much God cared and was hurting with regard to the loss of mankind. No one could enter paradise. And when the Lord turned on that cross and said, "Today you will be with me in paradise," it was that first twinkle of glory. For a few seconds later, when the Lord said, "It is accomplished," then the veil of the temple was torn in two, and so was the veil of paradise. "I have conquered the world," says the Lord. But if one sees the world with the vision of the Alpha and the Omega, not just as did that astronaut who left the stratosphere and saw the world as a blue ball there through the porthole of the capsule, but as the Lord himself sees the world with that cloud of souls coming out of it all the time without a break, then one sees what that word means. God so loved the world. He hurts when he sees souls coming out of it, not graced, not in light, not able to see him, despite what happened at Calvary. There's no need for a soul to be lost. In this profound teaching of St. John, we see how light and darkness is always the cosmic battle. And we see also how precisely this is the big issue across the planet. Often souls pick up some excuse, such as there are abuses in the Catholic Church, not to come to the source of life or to turn away from it, even though they had access to it. But the real reason is that actually they're living bad lives and they cannot face the light, and therefore they cancel the problem by finding a convenient excuse, such as scandal. The soul that knows itself and knows its need is of goodwill and sincerely desires the light. Even a soul that might be actually in a state of grace and prayer, but refusing further light, is handicapped. And one could detect that in many a conversation. There are many souls out there who are content with their form of knowledge, and they do not want more. The fullness of life is to be found in the one true church, founded by the Son of God and willed by him. All else is an overabundance, a flowing over of its force and grace, but the source is Jesus, and Jesus is in the midst, and Jesus is in the midst of his own, and his own is the church. So calmly we see the light where it is, and avoid the issue of confusing the human with the divine. The light is not dimmed by the darkness of man. Man is darkened and dimmed by his own dark. He cannot face the light, and therefore the truth. Let us ask for this grace to have the vision of God, and that love which wants to save every single soul, and which sees the big issues, for the big issues are cosmic and not petty.
Be the sun, your scope, your hand.